Hello everyone. Hello. Hi mom. Hello. Hello everyone. We are back to Paralives, as we always are. Grace. So, hope everyone is having a lovely day or night, depending on where you are. And it's Cara's birthday today, so our main objective today is to throw a huge party. Because Cara is our original character who started this whole story. She was the first character that I ever created in this game, and I'm super excited about it. She's going to have her birthday, and she is becoming an adult, fully adulty adult. I don't know how much of her appearance will change yet. I guess we'll see. And how much she will change in general, because I don't know. We'll see about that. But anyway, I'm really excited. Speaking of her daughter Marka, she's still struggling in school, and to be honest, I think she might fail in elementary school. I don't know how to fix her grades. We tried to put her into a better mood last time. We also tried to make her not late at school. That didn't quite work. I don't know, I guess Emma's death traumatized her so much, unfortunately, that she's failing. Unfortunately, she is. I don't know, we'll see. I hope that we will get something like another homework that will bring our percentage up. But also it was a little bit weird because we got homework and we did it, and I noticed that the homework did give us a buff, but it disappeared despite the fact that she didn't go to school. She had a day off, so we did it on like a Friday night, and for Saturday she had a buff. But Saturday, we didn't have school, so I don't know, we'll see. And also in general, like, her mood was fine, her performance was like 60-ish% if I'm not mistaken, and her grades are still going down. And I don't think that that's what's supposed to be happening. I'm not sure if that's how school works, or I'm just experiencing some bugs. It's hard to tell, unfortunately, but it is what it is, and I'm going to try to bring it together with a plot or some explanations or something like that. But yeah, it's a new day. Let's do biology, because why not? Also, she has a thing that she can finish. We could actually invite Kareem. We don't have to go look for him necessarily, because she knows him, I think. Kareem. Yeah, there he is. So we could try that. You're doing well, in a good mood. And also, I already mentioned it a couple of times, but I think she is missing one of her points. I don't know, it's not a personality point, I think. I don't know what these are called, but she is missing one of her points, I think, because by the time she's a child, I think she's usually supposed to have, like, children usually are supposed to have 2, and she only has 1, because she didn't get a point when she became a toddler. Again, for some reason, I don't know. And she has 5 days left of her child stage. So there's that. Anyway, you can chat a little in the morning. Have a morning chat. Good morning, my daughter. Good morning, my mother. That's how children and their parents talk, right? Nelsa, Sunday, summer 14, year 1. Free yoga class today at the Industrial District Park. And the town is hosting the Sunday market at the Castle Plaza. We could go check it out. So her birthday is going to be, I'm guessing, tomorrow, because we have Usually when it says 1 day, it means we have 24 hours plus, because when we have less than 24 hours, it starts counting down in hours. So we will have a birthday on a Monday, I think. Tell an inside joke. Chill out, Pat. Cool. And she doesn't have work on Monday. That is good. That is good. That's really convenient for us. She does have work today, but she starts at 5. So we have some time. Hi, Rio. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you so much. How are you doing? How's your day? Wish they could play together or like do some... Oh, can they draw together? Let's make them better friends. Oh, they can draw together. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's fun. I like that. They're having some quality time together. Cool. Can you the... Like, they can play together, but I remember when I tried to make Maka and her friends play, they kind of like formed a line and took turns, which is... They can read, but I think they are also going to do it like kind of separately. I don't know. We can pretend that they are reading and discussing the same book. Compliment mood. Cool. Okay, so she's quite happy today. That's good. I'm gonna let you guys draw a little. You haven't even brushed your teeth and you're already creating. Good for you. Good for you. Gonna fast forward a little bit. Go ahead, complain about your homework. You actually did it this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop you guys and I can go ahead and brush your teeth. Do we have anything for breakfast? Yes, we do. Okay. And yeah, one bathroom is... It's not like not enough. It's a bit inconvenient when they both get out at the same time. You can keep on working on your drawing. Oh, it's under the rug. Oops. That happens, right? Okay, so you finished. You can go ahead and practice a little bit of... You can learn a little bit about biology, actually, since you do want to do that. And about science. How do you level up your biology skill? Huh. It's under science, I think. Yeah. Learning about it on the computer. I can only learn about science in general. I don't think I can learn about biology specifically. Maybe there's a book on biology? Well, I cannot see that. But I think they're usually the same. No, there's a science book. Okay, let's try learning about science. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Who knows? You brush your teeth and then you're both going to have breakfast. It's just science. I don't mind it, but I don't know how to level up biology. Do they have anything like a something? That's for astronomy. I don't think any of that is for biology. Let me try looking it up. So at the moment we cannot really level up biology skill unless we have some like perks in Korea. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Music is really nice. But, well, you can learn about science for now. That's a nice skill, too. I think Maka needs to take a shower as well. Although... Yeah, she does. She does. Well, she doesn't anymore, but... she's going to. Okay, so now you guys can go get breakfast. I keep forgetting that I can select them both here. I don't have to, like, do this thing, but... Did you break the shower? You did. Okay. That happens. That's okay. What are you going to have for breakfast? Let's go ahead, get some waffles. And you both eat. Okay, so for the birthday tomorrow, I'm thinking we're going to invite some of the friends. I also wish there was a way to, like, filter through. Why are you again on your own? They do have an issue with taking food for some reason. I don't know. Not gonna pick anything because we can't level up a skill by ourselves, but they are currently talking, and that ends up in her failing her want and being sad about it, so not gonna do that right now. Also, that shell is really loud. And I actually finished the waffles. Look at Maka. Clean after everyone. So good. Is it going to cancel taking another portion? I guess so. Okay, so... share a controversial opinion. You're embarrassed now. It's okay, that happens. Okay, so Cara, I actually need you to go ahead and repair it, or it's going to drive me crazy. It is louder downstairs for some reason, like if you go here, it is louder. Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to paint? You can go ahead and paint. Do some studies. Also, you can also invite your friends today just to hang out. Oh, I think the pictures for them updated. Because I think Sasha and someone else, I think 𝘭𝑪𝘀 maybe, were like either a toddler or a baby in the picture here, but now they are all appropriate for the age. That's cool, that's cool. So, these are two of her friends. Also, she's friends with Julian. Marie is a stranger to her. It's okay. Are my captions? Yeah, they're doing this thing again. Let me refresh that. Hello? Captions? Okay, that's working now. Go. Okay, so you're painting. Ooh, perspective. I cannot do that. I tried a couple of times and there are really interesting tutorials on how to do that. But I can do tutorials, but for some reason I cannot wrap my head around how to do that with people because you can kind of understand the things like there are rectangles. If you do buildings, if you do furniture, you can also break it down in rectangles or something like that. The humans are a bit more complex, and especially if you have some parts that are coming forward towards the camera, you have to make them larger, obviously. And I guess I need to learn that separately because I didn't find that like doing the traditional, like, lines, line of horizon, kind of like that. And you do different lines and everything points towards one point, or you can have 2 points, even 3 points, I think. And I'm like, okay, but what do I do with that? Unless I'm doing buildings or like landscapes. But that being said, I really admire people who can do that. Because to me, it's a really, really impressive skill. What do we want to level up? Probably piano. And she does want to level up a skill by herself. And can we do a whole skill in piano? We can try. We can try. Because she cannot level up her music knowledge anyway. Look at you! Doing really good. Like, you can do a really cool city view from the top. You can even do, I think, trees. What else can you do? You can do a room like that from the top view as well. Such a talented family, look at them. So good, so good. I wonder what happens when she finishes. Is it going to stay like that? Okay, so that is the painting. Okay, that's cool. Do you actually want to sell it, or do you want to hang it on the wall as your like first official painting? I feel like that would be cool. Look, I made that. I made that. That was made by my mom. That too. But this is what I made. I feel like she should go meet with her friends. But for her to meet her friends, she would probably need to invite them first. Wait, what? She cannot invite a person? What? Okay, that's interesting. Also, I want to wear a different outfit. I want her to wear a different outfit. Okay, so her mom actually had to arrange their kind of like a play date. I thought that she was able to invite people. Whoops. Okay, interesting. We can go ahead and meet them. I think they usually come from this direction, because technically there isn't anything on this side. Oh, okay. Okay, well, there he is. Hi, Adrian. Hello. Oh, did you die? Are you sleeping? What happened? What are we witnessing? I cannot click that person. I can click this person. What's happening? Share painting tips. Oh wow. Are we going to acknowledge that? Okay, that was super weird. Okay. Okay. There's plenty of adults. No one is doing anything about that. Talk about politics, because that's what you kids do, right? I think you should go somewhere else maybe for now. There's supposed to be a park here. I think. There's a treasure. Oh, and there's something else. Go here. Oh, everything is floating. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Maybe I should reload. You know what? Talk about interest. The trees are in the air. I thought they were not loading in, but okay. I think we're going to, you know, save and then reload the game. Oh, hi, Ponto. Hello. Hey, how are you doing? Painting looks great, by the way. Oh, cool. Thank you. There is something going on. I don't know. Yeah, well, it's good to see you. How are you doing? How have you been? I'm doing great, by the way. Yeah, thank you for asking. Thank you. It's very hot these days, and we're going to get even hotter weather, which is something. But I do enjoy walking in the morning because in the morning it's not so terrible. It's actually really lovely, especially in the shade, because there is wind and it's really cool. I went to the beach today in the morning. It was such a lovely time. It was really great. I also like the game was loading quite long today, for quite a long time. And I was like, huh, interesting. Maybe that's because I've been playing it for a long time. And no, we'll see what something weird is going on. To be honest, the longer I play it, the more I guess bugs I encounter, which makes sense obviously because it's an early access game and I've been playing longer. That means there are some things that can accumulate, so to say, and also like you encounter different parts of the game and stuff like this. So I'm not complaining about that at all. It's just an observation. Okay, so the trees are back to normal. Where are you though? And where is your friend? Oh, he's in the mountain. Can you talk to him? Okay. Can we unstuck? Oh. Okay, so it also says that unstuck 𝘨𝑚𝑎 𝘨𝑚𝑎 used to be in our household. She died of old age. So, but she's still in our relationship panel. She's right here, and she's here as well. And they are super close friends, apparently. And Cara still gets the wants to like become closer with Emma or do like interactions with Emma. I'm like, that's a bit weird. And I also found some treasure. I don't know if Adrian is okay because it seemed like he's in the mountain. Stuck. Kind of like, can we? Okay, I guess he did get unstuck and teleport somewhere. So I don't see him anywhere in here. Ooh, Oh, what's this? Quartz. I think you have a thing for quartz. Yeah. I'm gonna collect it. It's the first time I see it. It's really pretty. Also, are you supposed to be floating? Like, usually rocks don't float in the water. Unless it's a fake rock. Oh, it's... No, it's not sinking. It's just the waves. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, that was a good trip. Very productive. I still don't know where we are supposed to offer that, because we finished the bundle, which required mushrooms. But that's Maria. That's your mom's friend. You can go say hi. You kinda met her. Is there anything else that's interesting? Not seeing anything. Can you do yoga? Oh, you can. Okay, that's interesting. Introduce yourself. I am Cara's daughter. You know my mom. Hello, my name is Maka. Love the language. It's so cute. It sounds so cute. Hippie poopy poop. They're so cute. Princess says, I'm glad you're doing okay. Oh well, a walk along the beach sounds great. We like it to live near the sea, but yeah, it's really hot here in the UK at the moment. I feel like I'm melting. I'm sorry to hear that. I meant a river beach, a river bank, because I don't live anywhere near the sea, unfortunately. I would love to though. But yeah, it was still lovely. And yeah, what's the temperature approximately in the UK? It's it won't give me much, to be honest, because depending on the climate, depending on the humidity and on other things, you experience the temperature differently. I'm just curious. Talk about the weather. Why not? Very fitting. And she's happy. Oh, become friends. Yeah, do that. She usually becomes friends with people really fast. And actually, speaking about the beach, the interesting thing is that the beach here, which is unusual for me, because where I used to live, it didn't work like that, but there you go, they're already friends. What are you doing? Who spent 20 on what? Like, I don't mind, but I'm just curious. What happened? Okay. Cara, you okay? So she has work in a couple of hours. She hasn't leveled up her skill, so she could do that, I feel like. Gonna pick that and delete that immediately, because she's not going to do that. So, what I was saying about the beach. It's very close to the town, like, not very close, but it's practically in town. Right about fulfill I want. It's in town, which is super convenient because it's very close to where I live, and it's also technically in the park, so you can imagine you go down to a street, there is a park, and then it goes into the beach. Which is also cool because you can walk along the park. It is very green right now. It has different like trees and bushes, and it's a nice place. Like there are a couple of attractions, rides. I think rides. Like you can also buy some food, buy some drinks. I don't usually do that, but it's still nice. It's still nice. And there are some rental things like cars for kids, and you can also rent a boat, which is super cool. And also there is a little area with different exercising equipment, and it's completely free. You can go there and exercise at any time. And what I was surprised about is that I thought that in the morning there wouldn't be any people. Complain about teacher, you love doing that. And I was surprised that there were quite a few people there. So there were people exercising, there were people jogging, there were some people on the beach itself, like either swimming or sunbathing. And there was even a boy who I don't know what he was doing necessarily, but he was training for something, because he first did like a quick run on a short distance, but on the sand, which is interesting. And then he was doing something like he put little colored discs on the sand in different places, like kind of like zigzaggy, if that makes sense. And he was practicing running as quickly as possible, I'm guessing, to one touching it, then to the other touching it, and so he was doing this. And that was cool. Talk about interests. So yeah, that was interesting. You're practicing? Oh, you're going. You're going. Okay, bye. And so this phone, you cannot invite your friend, unfortunately. Oh, that's your other mom's friend. Brag about grades, lie. Well, you can try that. Okay, she didn't buy that. Okay, and we can go ahead now, I feel like. Okay, so communicating with people makes her happy. She likes doing things like that, which is cool. We can also spend some time at the beach, I guess. Oh, I wanted to check out the fair, actually. We could take a bus. I'm not gonna pick. We could take a bus and go there. And the bus stop is right here. Let's use that. What it says, okay, but a walk by the river bank sounds nice all the same. Yeah, I agree. It's been about 34 degrees here, so really hot for the UK. But well, sounds like a busy place where you went. Seems everyone was there. Probably I made it sound way too busy. Huh? What? You can go here? What are you talking about? Oh, go use the other one. There was another bus stop here. Can you use that? I was kind of surprised, yeah, by the amount of people, because I kind of expected none. But at the same time, it wasn't too many, because the place is quite big, so it didn't feel crowded. Oh, hi, Mom. Hello. I'm going. Bye. Yeah, it wasn't like crowded or anything. I was just surprised to see people quite early doing things, but it was cool. It was cool. I kind of enjoyed watching people live their lives and doing their own things. It was nice. Oh, we can buy ice cream, right? Can we? Yes, we can. Oh, we have different. Oh, I think she's definitely going for the green one, because green is her favorite. Triple scoop, of course. Oh, she can also show off her piano skills. She's piano level 2. That's something. Oh, we actually see her eating ice cream. It's not as green as I thought it would be. It's cool. It's gonna make you happy? Guess not, but that's okay. That's okay. It made me happy. Okay. Wanna play a song, actually? Let's do this one. This is one of my favorite, actually. I've never seen any of the, like, townies play the piano or any instruments. Okay, she's not super super confident about this song yet, but that's okay. That's okay. I've been there multiple times. Okay, let's see what else is here. We have the regular, the clothes. I still really like this outfit and this outfit. These are one of my favorites. And we have the gym salads. And we still have this mysterious thing, but they have a different thing actually. It's a mirror with a snake. And I don't even know what this is supposed to be, like a cauldron? I don't know if these are like holes or just, you know, ornaments. But Punto, speaking of hot weather, what do you usually... Oh, you can buy a painting. I'm sorry. Sorry. What do you usually do when it's so hot? Do you have like ACs popular in where you live? Do you use fans? Because again, when I came to Kazakhstan, I was kind of surprised how popular ACs were here, but also having lived here, I understand why. Summers here get quite hot, and by quite I mean very hot, but I'm also enjoying it, to be honest, because I've mentioned it multiple times in the past, but where I grew up, we didn't have hot summers. They were warm at best. So I really like that. I also really like that the summers here are long. So September and even October here are very, very warm still. Sometimes even hot, I would say. And it starts, I think, like in April, which is almost half a year, I would say. And where I grew up, September would be already quite cold. Okay, good job. You did it. I think you should go home. You can walk though. You can take a walk, that's okay. But yeah. May would be warm, but not like hot. And September would be... part of it would be warm for like a week or maybe 2. But then it would start drizzling, it would be windy, cold, and then we would start the winter, and winter lasted very long. It's also usually cloudy, so quite gloomy. But I do like the snow, and I do miss it sometimes. There is snow too here in Kazakhstan, and winters are also cold. Not as snowy, I would say. So yeah. Okay, it's going to take you quite a long time to walk, so I'm gonna make you take the bus. Not that I'm in a hurry, but I see that Mako is getting tired, and I don't want her exhausted. Don't want that at all. So yeah, you can probably take a snack. Oh, she painted a picture. When did you do that? Okay, cool. Okay, so she's uncomfortable because she's sleepy. That was terrifying. I noticed him like... what does it say? In the corner of my eye, I noticed the figure in the mirror. He's actually standing... Oh my god. That was so scary. Oh, what are you doing here? You should go home. So when I did the unstuck, because he was in the mountain, he for some reason teleported here. I think I'm gonna ask you to leave. You should go, Adrian. Okay, bye. He's been standing here all day. Wow. That was scary. And go to sleep. Bye. See you at school tomorrow. Wow. Also, she did a very good job. I really like it. I don't know if it's supposed to be bad because I don't think she has any skill. But it looks really good. Maybe it's him who did it? I don't know. Is there a way to see? I don't think so. But it looks nice. I like it. Hunter says AC isn't really a thing here in the houses or apartments, but I find AC is mainly offices or other places like that. So just have to make do with fans. But from June to September it gets hot here. Hunter says, I guess Adrian would put in a night shift. I guess so. He really scared me though. Okay. It's interesting because you say that summers do get hot, but ACs are not, which is probably good. I don't know. I heard that ACs are actually bad for the environment, so that's probably a good thing. Yeah. I'm curious, but you don't have to answer that. Have you lived in the UK for a long time? Like, were you born there? Or, like, again, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm just curious because it's interesting. I hear people saying that here in Kazakhstan, the weather actually changed. That it didn't used to be like that, both in terms of, like, rains, how quickly the weather changes, I would say, and in terms of like hot weather and stuff. Like, it used to be hot, but they say it wasn't that hot. So I'm curious if you can say that the weather changed or not in the UK. Are the captions blinking again? I guess I have to talk more for them to show up. No, they seem to be fine. Okay. They are blinking a little bit sometimes, but maybe that's because I'm taking pauses and it doesn't know whether I'm finished or not. I'm gonna refresh it just in case. It should be fine. It should be fine. I also don't know what happened last time at previous stream, because for some reason the captions kept disappearing, so to say. Like, it didn't recognize my mic. Oh, you finished already? Ah. But it's fine now. So I don't know what was wrong. Okay, so she gets sad when she doesn't get an upgrade point. Wow. Very ambitious. I'm gonna eat a snack. Okay, yeah, go ahead, go home. She's very low on sleep. Maybe you should take a bus too, actually. It's quite a walk. Like, it's a nice walk, but when you're tired, you don't have to do that. Alright. Already secured as well. Okay. Don't know what that's about, but I guess it is what it is. Bathroom trip wouldn't be too bad, and brushing your teeth and go to sleep. I feel like we should clean up their bedroom too. No, it's Cara's bedroom, but still. Oh, she has a fan actually. That's fun. That made her a little bit happier. That's good. Why is she stressed though? Because she's tired. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, because I did tidy the living room, but I never got to tidying this room. feel like we could update it a little bit. And also, I really, really love the fact that we have photos on the wall. These are actual photos of their family. And there is one more which is hard to see, but they're on the beach. And that's when Mako was a toddler. She was at the beach. That's when Mako was a baby, and that's also a baby, I think. And that's her wedding to her late wife. And the toilet broke. Okay, we can fix it tomorrow, that's right. And you page in your story. You receive money as a family benefit from the town. No, we're good on money. Relationships or work? Maybe that will help us with school? No, never mind. +3 learning speed. +40% job performance. +1 job rank. Let's do learning speed. I usually keep forgetting about these buffs and end up not using them, unfortunately. I'll try to keep that in mind. But also, it's going to be her birthday party today, so we'll see about that. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break, as I usually do. And as always, I encourage you to take a break as well. Stretch a little bit and drink your water. Oh, hi, Emily. Hi. How are you doing? How are you today? Okay, so I was just going on a break, so sorry to leave you like that, but I'll read all of the messages when I'm back. And it'll be quick, as usual. I'll be back soon. Hello, we are back. We're back. So, Emily, how are you doing? How's your day going? How's the weather? We were just discussing with Punto that it is very hot. It's both hot in Kazakhstan and in the UK. So, how are you doing? So they're still sleeping. Okay, so now she gets a level up for science skill, which we can do. And this little miss needs to get up pretty soon. Not pretty soon, but like in an hour, I would say. Because we need to prepare for school and actually send her to school ourselves. So that she's not late. Emma says, welcome back. It's going great. The weather here has been so perfect. Oh, like 2022 and not rainy. Ooh, lucky you. Honestly, I couldn't imagine better weather. My cat is going crazy right now. Because I was just out of the room. I was petting him and he enjoyed the attention. But I don't let him in this room. Because he can be very naughty sometimes. He's a very nice cat. He is very nice and kind. But sometimes something gets into him. And he is very upset when I close the door every time. So he's just meowing. He likes meowing in general. Like, before jumping onto anything, he has a habit of, like, he meows, he announces that I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna do it. I don't know, maybe it's his self pep talk, I don't know. Like, he's good at jumping, so I don't know, but he usually does that. Emily says, I played some Satisfactory last night and I'm going to play that Mega Chameleon game with some friends when they all get together finally. That is so cool. I've seen this game a lot and I thought that it's so much fun. It looks so funny. Good for you. Good for you. I'm really happy to see that, to hear that. Let me know how it goes if you end up getting together, because I know how it is sometimes with people. So you're like, oh, let's play it. Oh, everyone's so excited, but then, oh, I have work today. Oh, I don't feel so good. Oh, I this. Oh, I that. I need to go. I need to this, and maybe next time. So it can be like that. We have a new stamp, and we're going to pay for our bills immediately. I'm guessing this is a tax on our property. This is our electricity, and this is our water. So the biggest tax is honestly the property one. And we get child support, I guess. Let's settle that. Emma says, it's a really fun game. I've played it twice and it has been fun, but I have a feeling this time they're going to cancel. That happens sometimes, yeah. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. And the new paper. Oh, sorry, Punto. That's funny your cat does that, like he's letting you know, hey, look, I'm doing something. Maybe it is. I actually don't know why he does that. Because at first I thought that he was maybe like insecure, scared, but he does it well and he doesn't like struggle with getting on any surfaces. But he does that like almost every time, I would say. And when he doesn't like meow necessarily, he still does this like noise when he actually jumps. So I don't know why, but that happens, yeah. Okay, the new paper, Monday, summer 15. The astronomy club is meeting tonight at the mountain top park. Stop calling emergency services every time someone feeds chocolate buns to Stella. If you don't remember who Stella is, or maybe you don't know who Stella is, I don't know if I can find her photo. There is this really heroic dog who has saved a child from drowning, I believe 3 times. Okay. Maybe it's even earlier? I don't think I can find the dog. But basically, Stella is the dog who saved a kid from drowning in the pool. I believe 3 times. So she has been awarded several medals. Maybe there is no photo, like in the archive. Yeah, I don't think I can find the photo, but yeah, there is just no photo. Oh well, that's unfortunate. But anyway, Stella is a really good girl, and apparently people feed her chocolate buns, which you're, I believe, not supposed to do that. I've never owned a dog, but I heard that eating chocolate is a big no-no for dogs. Well, not eating, but feeding. But eating too. So. I feel so sad looking at her grades because she's such a good girl. And I feel like she's also quite a smart one. Like, she doesn't have a point in mind, I get it, but maybe that's why? Maybe that's the problem? I don't know. It only says mood. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I wanted to give her some breakfast. No, you don't have to do a snack. You can have a cookie. That's okay. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know why it's so loud. Every time something is leaking, it's louder in the second floor, on the first floor, than it is on the second floor. Don't know what that's about, but that's okay. That's okay, everything is fine. She's gonna finish her meal. Clean after herself, because she is a very neat girl. And we're going to take her to school. Cara isn't going to take her to school, but we are, collectively. Us. I change your outfit. You're not going to school in your pajamas, obviously. Okay, and this also broke. That's fine. That's fine. Cara can fix that. She is good at repairing. She has become good at repairing by now. Okay, so going to the bus stop. Actually going to run. Because she has a very interesting route or route. I always keep like mixing up words. Is it route or is it route? Like, I'm gonna show you this word because I cannot pronounce it correctly. Where was it? Ah, it uses paths. Okay. Okay, never mind. But if you can help me, that would be nice. Take the bus. I think we're going to be too early actually today, but that's fine. Maybe we could find someone to talk to, like Kyrie. Because apparently not. I don't know why. Okay. Is there anyone else we could talk to before school? There is. That used to be Emma's friend. Christine, yeah. I guess she was on a morning like jog or something. Bless you. Oh, she looks uncomfortable. Hello. I'm Maka. Emma was my mother. I knew her. Okay, she wants to become friends, and I feel like she will become friends because she gets friends very easily. She has already demonstrated that to us. Okay, but she has school soon, so we cannot hang out too much, but hopefully we can make friends with her. Talk about interests. Can you make it to another card? No, I don't think you do. That's okay. That's okay. It was lovely meeting you, Christine. I'm gonna go to school now. Okay, she's off to school. Okay, now she's running. Maybe that's because she's happy now? I don't know. Her mood is okay. She's at 65%. She usually isn't a lot. Oh, have you aged already? Oh no, how did I miss that? Ah. Okay, we're still going to celebrate her birthday. Don't you worry about that, but maybe in the evening. Okay, cool. Oh, you definitely need to level up piano skill. And you can sleep in, that's okay. You're not in a rush. I'm probably going to be uncomfortable, so you will have to repair the maybe eat first, actually. Priorities, you know. And I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. That's actually all we needed because she's almost fallen asleep. I feel like that's okay. It's time for her to wake up. Okay, so she's uncomfortable, so maybe showering can wait. We're going to brush teeth and then go eat. Repair the toilet. I knew that she would want to repair the toilet. Oh, that's not what I meant. But we can have a look at the stamps. Have a plant star, we have flowers, have a train, and soda can. I think that's all, yeah. My favorite is this one. This is my second favorite. Then the train, and this can. Let's go eat. Come on in. It's gonna be fine, don't worry. And Maka is at school. Hunter says, sorry, don't know if you've seen my reply. Sorry, I guess I missed it. But to answer your question, I've always lived in the UK. I was born here. Weather has got hotter here over the last few years for sure. Sorry I missed it. I'm really sorry. Oh, I don't think I got your message for some reason. In my little thing that I use. Sorry again. Yeah. Okay, but I got you. Okay, that's interesting. So he also noticed that. Okay, so she's at school. She's gonna finish her meal. She's gonna repair the dishwasher. No, eat. No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. You eat first, then you do this. It's just the leaking is... I don't like it. So you go do that. I'm just gonna look at the elementary school now. They even have a bell. How cute is that? Oops. Oops. Still struggle with aiming the camera the right way. Also, these houses are really cute with their like balconies. They can sit outside, look at the traffic, I guess, but also at the beach and the sea or the ocean, whatever this is. I'm guessing it's the sea. I don't know, just my intuition. I'm also imagining ocean to be much more splishy, splashy, sploshy, but okay, she's already repairing things. I also noticed that there are a couple of things on the beach. So that's supposed to be a regular object. And I think I saw a... yeah, there it is, a chest. So we're definitely going to pick that up. Let's level up a skill by yourself. Not sure, but you might actually level up your repair skill. Because you have a dishwasher and the shower to repair. Not the shower, the toilet actually. Okay, good job. So good at that. Okay, so you go finish that. She's still at school. Okay, so she's at 70%. This is good, right? In my mind, this is almost like almost perfect. Like, at least it's a B. But I guess we'll see. I don't know. Okay, good job. You can use it, you can take a shower. And I guess you can practice your piano. But it says, no, that's okay, don't apologize. If my message didn't pop up, I'm sure it happens. I just didn't want to be rude and not answer. Guess it's an English thing. You're very polite. That's good for you. I'm actually used to people... Like, I don't know, sometimes maybe it's the fact that it's my accent. Maybe people don't understand that I'm asking them a question. Maybe it's a thing that they get distracted and, like... Because you don't always watch streams 100% of your attention in it. Sometimes people just do it on the background, in the background and stuff like this. Sometimes you just need to do other things. Why are you wearing that? Okay, it's your birthday. Go ahead, of course. So yeah, it's okay. And sometimes maybe people just don't want to reply. But thank you. That's really sweet of you. I really appreciate that. Okay, that's a very interesting thing that you chose to wear for your piano practice. But you know, musicians, they're creatives. Creatives are known to be a little extravagant and quirky, so... You know. I wouldn't know personally, of course. I'm the most normal person, but... You know how they are. Okay, so she's almost... I'm always so nervous when she finishes her school because I want her to do good, but she isn't doing good at all. Oh, Punto, I have a question for you. Does the UK school system use E or F? Like, you do use letters for, like, grading things, right? Because Emily last time told me that she knows that, at least in their schools, I think, that they either use an E or an F as the lowest grade, I think. If I'm not, I may be incorrect. I may be mixing things up. I'm sorry if I am, but I think that was the thing. And when I studied at school, like I studied in Russia, we had numbers. We didn't have letters. So I'm curious about that. Because here in this game, she got an upgrade. She got an upgrade. Oh, look at that. None of her grades have changed, I think. But she's at 80%. That's a success. That's a success. Oh, that's how we do that. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. Like, upping a grade would be nice, but 30% chance to plus 30% chance to get a homework. That would be really good because the more homework we do, the more, like, the higher our grades are. And plus, it didn't give me any of our lowest things. So I'm going to go with that. But that's good. Ooh, we did it. Oh, I'm so excited. And she's sick, of course. Well, she has Paralives homework, which is, we figured it out last time, is that it's the local language. So it's the language of Caras in Paralives. Okay, during today's, I think we can do it today. But first, we're gonna go to the pharmacy. She's an independent girl. She's gonna take care of that. Sick care. Are you doing that? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. So you keep practicing. Do your thing. You're gonna be fine, right? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because it takes some time. Like, you can't just wait it out. It will go away in 11 hours, but I feel like, why wait if you can just cure that? Okay, she's good. She's good. Now let's go home. She can take care of her needs and prepare for the evening birthday party. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can actually go to the beach for us. You can go ahead and pick up these things. But I'm really curious. I don't know what it is, but when I see a chest, I'm like, oh, I wonder what's inside. And it gets me. I like to collect these chests. I think more than any other collectibles, but all of the collectibles are interesting. But I have already seen, I think, most of the mushrooms. There are some rare mushrooms as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not saying that I've seen everything. Oh, I wonder what's this. It's a painting. Oh, we're gonna see it at home. Just in a second. We have some things to donate, actually. And this is supposed to be like a thing. Oh, we got a stove. Or a cooker. Interesting. Okay. Well, that can be handy, I guess. Go home. You can probably take a nap. I can even sleep, I think that's okay. She is almost done with her piano skill, which is very good. Not sure if we'll be able to do that. Because she hasn't done any graphic design yet. Yeah, she did some programming, but not graphic design. But it says, yes, we did use letters for our grades, so they'd go from A to F. When I did my GCSES. But I think they've changed it possibly a few years ago. But I assume it's similar letters for your school grades too. So I didn't explain it. I'm sorry. Last time, Emily, who is from the US, she told me that usually their schools either have an E or an F, which is curious to me because I don't know, but it's like A, B, C, D, and either an E or an F. And usually I think when I watched like TV shows, cartoons, I would see an F being the lowest grade. I don't think I've seen an E. Hi, Dratheus. Hi, Dre. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? How's your day? So, but when I studied at school, I was in Russia, and in Russia we don't use letters, we use numbers. So the highest grade you can get is a 5, then goes 4, which is like a B, then goes 3, which is like a C, and it's a passing grade. And then it used to be 2 and 1 as being the lowest grades, but actually when I was studying, they didn't use ones at all. And the lowest grade you could get is a 2, and a 2 means that you're failing. So you're not passing if you get a 2. So yeah, that's why I'm curious, because we didn't have letters, and it works a little bit differently, I would say. Dre says, hydrate, check back at you. Hydrate. Okay, sure, go ahead. That's good. You're checking me. Oh, sorry. I didn't understand that. I was just on a break, I think, 15 minutes ago, so I drank my water, thank you. Where's your accent from? I like accents. I'm in North Carolina, USA. I was born in Russia. I'm currently living in Kazakhstan, but I lived most of my life in Russia. I know. How do I explain that? I think there is a more like typical Russian accent, which I actually don't know how many people actually have it. Probably quite a few, I would say, because I remember before I started studying English at university, I had a much thicker accent and probably a more like typically Russian accent, I would say. And then when I studied at university, because I studied English, it lessened. But I don't practice a lot of English outside of streams, and I don't do a lot of like speaking with natives or anything like that. So it's probably gotten worse than when I was at university. I don't know, but yeah. Do you know Borat? I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. Like, I saw a little bit, and I thought that it was enough for me to understand that I don't want to watch it. But I heard a lot about it, and from what I heard, people usually know about Kazakhstan from Borat. So, yeah. Okay, so you liked it. Okay, cool. That's cool. I like, it's not a controversial thing or anything. It's a very interesting thing, by the way, speaking of Borat, because some of the locals, they don't like it. They like actually hate it because it's like, they represented Kazakhstan in a weird way and Kazakhstani people. And other people actually find it really funny and they appreciate the jokes and they understand that it's all like kind of like ironic, and they just wanted to take a country that not a lot of people know about, like most people don't know about it. And yeah, so it's kind of a division. I've heard both opinions. Jay says your English is better than many English speakers. I thought you were going to say that my English, which is honestly, it's not a weird thing that when I talked to, I had a friend from the USA, and when I asked him questions about, like grammar and different constructions, he would be like, huh? And I understand that it's not like a weird thing because when it's your native language, you don't have to know the specific structures to speak it because that's what you grow up with. And if someone was to ask me about specific structures in Russian, like basic ones, I would probably explain, but more complex ones, I probably would struggle because I'm not, I haven't. Anyway, I just speak Russian. I don't know how to teach Russian because it's a separate thing. Jay says it would be funny if you did an impression of American accents. I could never. No. I'm not going to attempt even because I am not good at accents. I'm struggling myself because when I watch more things in like American English, I tend to speak more of like with an American, like the R's, adding that to things and everything. When I hear more British English, it's not a conscious thing. I start mimicking more of a British accent, but it's not like perfect or anything like that. But it's just resembling more this or that, and yeah. So I'm not going to attempt that. No. But it says, okay, so very different for you using numbers. Yeah. That's cool to know and interesting. I never thought about how different the US grade system is to ours too. I do like accents. Okay, everybody likes accents. Cool. I actually do like accents too, and I find it very interesting that people from all over the world speak English, but they all speak kind of like different versions of English. And it's so fascinating because it's not only about the pronunciation, it's also about different specific words and how you explain things and the slang too, I would say. So that is interesting. Dre says, I live in the South. I can teach you. You can try. I heard that Texas, I think there is like a stereotype that Texas English is has a very specific way of saying things. Punta says, your English is great. I've met foreign people who speak better English than English people. Borat is an acquired taste, shall we say? I am sure Kazakhstan isn't totally like Borat. I haven't seen it, I have mentioned, so cannot say for sure. What I can say is that Kazakhstan is quite a big country. Not as big as the US, obviously, but relatively big, and it has a very different, like the people from the different parts of the country are noticeably different, and they have like even different cultures, different things. And also there is the fact that where I live is relatively close to Russia, and the Russian population, because Kazakhstan used to be a part of USSR, there's quite a lot of Russian people, so, and everybody, almost everybody speaks Russian. So on the one hand, I feel very comfortable. I can communicate with people, no problem. I see, like, I would say an equal amount of Kazakh people as Russian people. I mean, not like in citizenship-wise, but in like nationality-wise. Hope it makes sense. And also, usually former USSR countries, because USSR had a very standardized way of building things, building cities and structures and everything like that, there's a lot of like post-USSR things. And it looks like a typical town you would go to, like both in Russia and parts of Kazakhstan, but they say, I haven't been to the south, but they say that the south is very different, and they lean more like traditional Kazakhstani Kazakh ways. So yeah, it is a very peculiar thing. And they also say that the Kazakh language is very different, like in the north, in the south, like even in the east, I would say, if I'm not mixing it up, but definitely the north and the south, Kazakh language is also very different. So that's interesting. Jay says, hey y'all, what do you reckon? But that's like the pronunciation would be different, but I heard about y'all a lot. Hey y'all. Jay says, summer in Astana, Monday you need sunscreen, Tuesday you need a snow shower. Yeah, I heard about that too. I live quite far away from Astana. Maybe you're talking about Almaty? Not sure. Because Almaty is the city that is surrounded by the mountains, so the climate there is quite peculiar. Ria says, yo, how's it going? It's good. We're talking about Kazakhstan and Borat. Jay says, our roads have 2 seasons, winter and road repairs. That is quite funny and quite true, I would say. Yeah, we were playing, by the way. And Paralives, yeah, sure. So Dre here is a fan of Borat. Will, what do you say about that? Okay, so Cara has leveled up her piano skill. She is in the zone. I'm gonna let her play a little bit more, because someone needs to take a bit of a nap to rest and stuff, so I'm gonna wait for that. How do you like Paralives so far? I love it, genuinely. I am encountering some bugs. Usually nothing game-breaking, so that's good. But sometimes things are peculiar, like for example, we have a child, and I have mentioned it already, but I'm gonna repeat myself. I think she is supposed to have 2 of these points, not 1. But the game kind of decided that when she became a toddler, she didn't deserve a point for some reason. So now she has 1. Like, I can cheat and go into like edit character and add the point, but I also don't want to, and I kind of try to play around it as it's not a game bug, but it's part of a story. So her other mom actually died, so I played like she was traumatized. That's why she's failing school, and that's why she's missing one of the points, character points and something like that. Are you a cat person? I have 2 cats. Oh, that's lovely. How did you end up getting them? Yes, I am a cat person. I grew up with a cat who I still miss to this day, even though it's been... I actually don't know. I think it's been almost 10 years. And there is a cat in this flat. I struggle to call this cat my cat, but sometimes I do for like convenience purposes. There's a cat living in this flat, and it's a very funny story because one day he just came in and stayed. that's basically the story. So we couldn't find anyone, like neither in our building or like anywhere, who was missing a cat. And I'm like, that's very weird, because he didn't look like a typical street cat. He was quite clean. He was like used to like his cat toilet. Like, I mean, he knew that he's supposed to use that. But also he was so scared. He's still quite a nervous cat, but when he first arrived, he was terrified of every little noise. He's still terrified of the broom, even though we never like hit him, we never scared him with the broom. He's just terrified of the broom. So I have a suspicion, I'm not too sure about that, but I have a suspicion that maybe his previous owners didn't really take very good care of him. So that's why I decided I'm not gonna put out a post of like, cat missing, come pick him up. Because I thought that if you're missing a cat, you're probably going to look for it. You're going to put up the posters and everything. Plus we asked the neighbors, and nobody knows who would own a black cat. And it's not like a new building. People have known each other for a long time, and they communicate. So it's still a mystery. We still don't know where he came from, but he stayed. And originally we didn't really plan to adopt him, but there is no other way because there are no shelters. There is one shelter, and it's terrible. I wouldn't ever put any pet there. And I didn't like the owners of, not the owners, but the pet keepers. So yeah, that's how we ended up having a cat. Jay says, honestly, rescues. We heard the kitten crying so loudly, we saved him. Look up Laura Bailey, just a voice. It's an American voice actress doing a Russian voice. I'll try that. I don't know the rules of the streaming things and if I can play anything. I'm probably going to check it out after the stream because I should kind of like her. I'll see how accurate that is. Because actually I've seen before a comedian. He was doing a bit and he was telling like, all of the Russians do this year. And he said a specific sentence like, I've been here for 15 minutes. And I'm like, that sounds weirdly Russian and not Russian at the same time. And then later I figured out why. Because that's how usually foreign speakers, especially English native speakers, imitate Russian accent. Because in Russian we have soft vowels and hard vowels. For example, we have a letter A and sound A, and we have ya, but also in the word, it's not always ya, it's not always you. Sometimes it's just a, like what? Bяка. So this sound a, like bяка, it's usually spelled still with a y, because the letter is like ya. But the sound itself is not you. I don't know if that makes any sense. But a lot of people who learn Russian, they pronounce y everywhere, even when you're not supposed to do that. So, yeah. But this says my neighbor's cat will get in my car if I've left the door open, and she'll sit there. She's also got inside my apartment and sat on the sofa. But sounds like you've sort of adopted this cat then. Yeah, because he never wanted to leave. We didn't hold him back at all. He was free to leave anytime, and he didn't. He chose to stay. So I'm not gonna go away. I'm not gonna shush him out of the apartment. Plus it was cold when he came to us. And he's such a sweet boy. Like, you cannot even imagine. I've never seen a cat like that. I don't know if it's the fact that he was like he's an adopted cat. But he says I'm sorry. He has such a sweet temper. Like, even when he plays, he doesn't usually bite or scratch too hard. Like, sometimes when he gets too excited, he does, but usually he's very gentle. When we get bugs, he doesn't hunt them, but he likes playing with them. So he will just gently tap them with the paw, and he knows that, I think he knows that when he does that, they start moving around, and that's what's interesting to him. So he will follow them, but he will never try to eat them or like smack them or anything like that. So yeah. Jay says there are lots of extra U sounds. I love Russian accents. I notice when you try to speak English well, you speak better than us. Ah, interesting. I think it's a learner's thing. I think it's not only for Russians, but anyone who is like really determined to speak the language. Because when you learn the language, you learn the rules, you learn the things, you learn the vocabulary, especially the advanced vocabulary. And oftentimes, it's even like you have to know it. Because when I studied at school, I had like, what's it called? I had extra classes in English. And we also had an exam, I took an exam in English. And for that exam, for you to pass it, you have to know English quite well, I would say. There are quite a few requirements for you to pass it, so I think that's why. But I don't know. I cannot speak for everyone, of course. Jay says him equals him in Russian. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not how people usually like talk, like Russians talk. But at the same time, I understand that it's how other people perceive the language. Because it's also a very interesting thing, because there are some sounds in English that we don't have in Russian, and that these are the sounds that Russians usually struggle with. Like, for example, we don't have a difference, like to our ear, there isn't usually a difference between the words like ship, like a boat, or sheep, as in like ba, animals. But in English, there are two distinct sounds. But in Russian, we only have one E, and we don't have like short or long sounds. So we have to learn that based on basically nothing. Like in our native language, we don't have that. And usually I struggle with these sounds because you have to train, I think, and I never paid attention to that. I think I never paid too much attention to that, because usually people understand you from the context. It's also really hard. If you dedicate your time, of course, you can learn it. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's interesting. And also, likewise, there are some sounds in Russian that do not exist in English. And there are some rules, like, for example, when I was saying about baka, you notice that the first b is not a b, but b, because we have different variations of most consonants. They can be also either soft or hard. So we have, like, we can say baka, which is not an existing word in Russian, because I forgot all the Russian words, forgive me. And we can say baka, baka, and it's different for both the vowel and the consonant. I think you have a beautiful accent. I think you have a beautiful accent. Thank you so much. And also, like, I can try to speak typical Russian accent, but that would be so counterintuitive to what I'm used to doing. Like, probably if I didn't learn English and how to pronounce it more correctly, I would speak like that. If that makes sense. Anyway, it's time for the party. So we're going to invite some of Cara's friends. I know it looks dark, but it's not going to be dark in a second. And also, I'm actually going to need some help. Let's first bake the cake, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. What's it called? Her special her specialty. It's her special cake. She cooks it every time someone has a birthday. Why are you in the zone for cooking? Okay. Yeah, it was just a glitch, I guess. It's okay. I also love how detailed it is. Like, you can see that for the cake, she actually does the batter, and then she's going to put it in the oven, not on the stove. And I think she's also going to kind of decorate it. Maybe not, maybe not. But if you're cooking something different, if you're cooking a toast, they're going to fry it on, like, not fry it, but toast it on a frying pan on top of it. And you can actually see them. After that, they're going to put the jelly on, or peanut butter, depending on what kind of toast you're doing. Jay says, lol, exactly, that's how I tried to do a Russian accent. But that's the thing, it's a perceived you, which doesn't actually exist, because when you speak typical Russian accent, we don't actually add extra use in every word. It's just because I think we make a lot of sounds softer. That's why you think you sing, because we don't have a th or the. That's why you think that we add a y. So that's actually not what we do. I'm making chicken salad tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds nice. I love salads. Jay says, chicken, grapes, apples, celery, green onions, fresh dill pecans, and mayo, of course. That sounds lovely. Do you like cooking? No, don't take the cake. I'm sorry, I know it's your birthday, but I want you to wait for the guests. Let's go change your outfit. Because that's your beach outfit, which is nice. We are not going to the beach right now. Although we could. It would be a nice birthday, wouldn't it? I'm contemplating about taking my guests to the beach at my birthday. Which is a secret, don't tell anyone. But not for the whole birthday. Let's go ahead and put on her dress, her special dress. My birthday is on the 31st of July, and I'm a huge fan of Rapunzel, the cartoon, the Disney cartoon. And ever since I first saw it, and up until this day, I love it. It's my favorite. Rapunzel is my favorite Disney princess. And I love the fact that she has this whole scene of like the lanterns, the connection to the lanterns. And I think the lanterns are beautiful in general. So I thought, well, we could do that. It would be fun, wouldn't it be? Maria Julian, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm sorry, there are some things going on. I don't know, I think my Windows, it probably isn't my laptop, because it's working fine otherwise. But it started doing this thing that it disconnects everything that is plugged in, including my mic, including my camera, everything. And the caption stopped because it disconnected, but we're back. Everything is back. Happy belated birthday. No. It's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. But thank you in advance. I appreciate it. It's July 31st, not June. So we are invited. We're invited. Oh, are you congratulating Cara? If so, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. We invited Maria, right? I forgot. I think we need to invite at least another guest. Because Julian is her friend. It's one of her first friends, or maybe the first friend actually that she made in this town. Which is super sentimental. And I think that's it. Because managing a big group of people is interesting, but also quite challenging. I think we're good. Cryogenics. Sure, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. And we are looking for Julian. So yeah, a birthday at the beach kind of sounds really nice, especially if you're doing like in the evening. Ask for a story about. I forgot we have a quest to talk to elders, and Marie is technically an elder now. Cool. So there are really interesting quests. I really love how they did the things, because these are quests that I would like in real life. They're not quests, they are requests from other people, and someone told us to check on the elders, and the prompt was basically like, they have a lot of stories to tell, they have a lot of different things to say, so go and talk to them, go talk to your elders. And I'm like, I love that, I love that. I have a weird warmth towards elders, because on the one hand, sometimes I'm terrified of them. Because they can be terrifying, don't get me wrong, I love them still, but on the other hand, I'm not gonna spam it. I'm not gonna spam it, because the game will count it as me talking to 3 elders, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, let's just share piano tips? Okay, they love that for some reason. I love films about elderly people. I love stories that they can tell. I would be like, I'm genuinely, you probably wouldn't tell, but I'm shy, and sometimes elderly people can be mean. Sometimes, not always, but just sometimes. But I actually love when they tell stories and they talk about their experiences. Go ahead, George. Okay, I actually loved it. Maybe that's because it's your birthday, they pretend to laugh at your jokes. No, it's just that she has a serious vibe. She's a serious lady. And when she tells these jokes, her serious jokes, sometimes they land, but sometimes they all get bored, even her, and I'm like, how can you be bored of your own joke? That's not something that happens. You can laugh at your own joke, but being bored with your own joke? No. Okay, I hope you can all take cake. Please do that. No, you didn't. Why not? Why do you struggle with that? Okay, we're actually going to wake her up, because we're eating the cake without her? No way. She's still stressed from sickness, even though she's not sick anymore. That's good. Everyone go ahead and take the cake. Maria? Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Well, you can talk. Wow. No, wait. We're going to do this. Okay? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Priya says, interesting information and question for you. Korean? I think Korean. Yeah, Korean. Korean people think tomato, again, not this word. Tomato is a fruit, and add sugar in tomato juice. Do you want to try it? Because it's not vegetable juice. Ew. Ew. I actually don't know. Fun fact, I tried cake with cherry tomatoes on top. It was a regular sweet cake with cherry tomatoes on top. It was delicious. I loved it so much. So I actually don't know on one hand. On the other hand, I'm not a big fan of adding sugar to juices or anything like that, but I hate regular tomato juice. I'm not a tomato juice person. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't like it, don't drink it. Usually it's salty-ish. I remember the first time I drank it, I was traumatized, because when someone offers you a juice, you expect something delicious, savory, sweety, nice. And I love tomatoes. I've always loved tomatoes. So a tomato, which is delicious, and the juice, which is delicious, should be delicious, delicious, delicious. And in fact, it wasn't, and it was terrible, and I don't like it. And I'm okay with carrot juice for some reason. And I think I would be okay if the tomatoes were just like, blended. It wasn't like, they weren't like processed, they weren't salty. So I don't know. I don't know actually. But the fact that they think that tomato is a fruit, I heard that. And I think from biological point of view, it is a fruit. And also I know that vegetables in terms of biology is not a thing. It's just a group of plants that we decided it would be convenient to call vegetables. And that's it. But it is an interesting fact. The fact that they drink tomato juice sweet. I never heard about that. That's fun. I love how disorganized you are, of course. And okay. Okay, you are talking. Ask about Dave, of course. And there's something I've been wanting to buy for a long time, and I kept forgetting, so I'm guessing this is a birthday present for Cara. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Because she is a musician, and she doesn't own a single music playing thing. And I think this vintagey thing, like all of the things are actually quite vintage if we don't count these three. So the other three, never mind. These three look quite vintage, but I love the is it vinyl again? Sorry, player, and I think it's she actually owned it in her previous apartment, but she lost all of her possessions when she moved, unfortunately. And little Maka loves talking about politics for some reason, which is a fun thing that she does. So we're all going to have a little party, and we're going to dance, and we're going to turn on the music. You can attempt to capture signal from outer space. I don't think I've seen that before. It's the indie pop. Woo! It's party time! I love how they have the same moves. I think when they progress their dancing skills, they learn different moves. But it's also really interesting. Talk about interests. You do that. Grace. Whoop whoop party. Whoop whoop. I think we could listen to something more energetic, but I don't know if that exists. Well, none of these sound really energetic, despite, like, maybe rock. But it's also quite chill. Compliment mood. Oh, you can only do that to one person. Talk about TV shows. I don't think she's seen a single TV show, because we don't really watch TV in this house. Well, it's a little more energetic. Yeah, you can dance to that. And I guess you're done. You can chat, you can just talk. Tell a joke. And 2 people liked it. Okay, that happens actually. That happens. Chris, this is Cram. I think my chat is broken. Whoops. Is it? I'm sorry if I'm not replying to your messages. I really am. I think some of the messages are late. I don't know. I'll try to refresh things. Okay. I don't know. I see more messages on, like, when I look at my little stream window than when I look at my chat. I don't know that. So I'm sorry if I'm missing some messages. Let me try to read that. Oh, sorry. Give me a second, please. Cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. I struggle with talking to beautiful women. Who doesn't? I struggle talking to people in general, let alone beautiful people, so... You're beautiful, shut up. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But that doesn't mean that I don't struggle with people. Doesn't mean it at all. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Should I went without this? I don't know why not. Okay, guys, I think someone needs to go sleep. Okay, and it cancels the interaction for everyone. The grown-ups, sorry, the grown-ups can keep talking, actually, a little bit more, but this little lady, she needs to go to sleep. She has school tomorrow. So yeah, she, Cara actually aged up. She's an adult now. I think she changed a little bit in her face. Like, we can say that she's a bit more mature. Yeah, I think so. But she looks lovely, of course, of course. I think we're going to change because they're talking now. And that cancelled everything. I guess they just want to go home. That's okay, that's late. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this party. Really appreciate it. Thank you. You are my friends. And we can go rest too. So I think she has work to do tomorrow. She has work tomorrow. That's what I was trying to say. Ginger tea, I do. My favorite is green. But I've also tried white tea when I was in China. And it was delicious. Never tried to make it. I don't know, maybe because I was intimidated. They had a whole ceremony. It was so beautiful. It was so lovely. And the tea was delicious. I loved it so much. And I don't think I ever seen it. Like, you can probably order it. But I don't know the specifics. But yeah, I do enjoy tea. I try not to drink tea in the afternoon. Like, afternoon, yeah. Because I'm also a very light sleeper and I don't want anything to disrupt the sleep. And they say that tea contains quite a lot of caffeine. So yeah, I don't drink coffee. Like, I rarely drink coffee in general, and tea I only drink it in the morning / like before noon. But yeah. Jay says I tried chamomile plus lavender tea for sleep. That sounds lovely. Yeah, because lavender is calming and chamomile I think is also like soothing, calming as well. That sounds great. I have a bit of a thing with chamomile. I don't like it, but I understand why people would like it, and I also understand why I don't like it, because when I had a very stressful period in my life, I was trying to calm my nerves drinking chamomile tea. So I think now forever, so maybe not forever, I can actually change that. Yeah, I just never tried to. So I associate chamomile with stress, and that's why I don't like chamomile tea. But I like different herbs and different herbal teas as well, which I would probably struggle to name because I don't know their names in English. But also my friend, my very good friend, she gathers herbs herself. She's very knowledgeable in this area, and she shared some of her herbs with me. It was delicious. It was so good. It was sedative. Really, it was that strong? It helped. Jay says, oh no, I wanted to try valerian. That is stronger. Yeah, that is. It is one of the most, I think, common ways to calm yourself. See, again, I don't have a very good story because when my grandpa died, my grandma... I'm sorry about sad stories. It happened a long time ago, so please don't be sad. Don't know what that logic is. Anyway, when my grandpa died, my grandma drank a lot of valerian. And I remember to the point, she wasn't drinking tea, she was drinking like drops, which is concentrated. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, I remember she asked me to go to the pharmacy, and I was quite young at the time. I didn't know about any of those things. I didn't even understand fully like grief and stuff like this. I remember the pharmacists asking me, why do you need so much? Like, you're not supposed to drink this much. And I'm like, I don't know, my grandma told me to get that. So yeah. You got... I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. Ah, okay. Well, kinda. Not really, but quite close. It is legal, and it's not like a thing that can make you hallucinate or anything like that. It just really, it's just very common. It also, like, I think it suppresses your brain activity. So not only are you sleepy, you shouldn't drink it if you're going to do some like work that can be dangerous. You shouldn't drink it and drive because you're not going to be very attentive. So things like that. But yes, exactly, don't operate heavy machinery. Exactly, yeah, that's it. So yeah. So that's why I don't like valerian as well. Also, there are quite a few herbs that I do like. Oh, also, speaking of like medicinal herbs, I really like I forgot its name both in English and in Russian, but it's something that is very commonly used, at least like in Russia, and I think in Kazakhstan too, when you have a cough, like when you do not for your like throat necessarily, but I think it's specifically for cough. And I remember it was a syrup with this herb, and it was so good. It was delicious. I loved that. And my mom never understood that because my mom hates all medicine in general. She just doesn't like it at all. And she's like, how can you enjoy that? Like, it's tasty. You don't get it. Tea used as medicine? We have those too. It's not tea, but it's a herb that is made into a syrup, basically. Like, it's either... like, it's a concentrated version of that. But also, teas as medicine are quite popular too as well. There are like herbal compositions that you can buy in pharmacies, specifically in pharmacies. You don't usually buy them in a regular supermarket. So yeah, it is getting early. So I'm gonna pause. And actually, I'm going to finish stream here for today. So to sum it all up, Marka is doing a bit better at school. I'm not sure she can fix her grades before she ages. I'm sorry, I forgot. Because she has 3 days left, which is like 3 to 4. But she's also going to the same school when she's a preteen, so I don't know if the grades will change or not. But she's making progress. That's the most important thing. Cara has become an adult, and she has 19 days until she becomes an elder. And we had a lovely birthday party. It was just a couple of our close friends. We ate some cake. We partied. Oops, I forgot to turn off the music. That's how hard we partied. And yeah, it was lovely. Jay says bye from a dude randomly on the street. No, never. You got some tea, bro. Yeah, mate, I got you $10 a gram. No. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here for today. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Rio. Thank you, Punto. And thank you everyone who watched. And if you didn't chat, thank you too. I still appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah, we're going to continue on Monday for me, Sunday night for the US folks. Probably depending on the state, actually. Sorry if I'm mixing times up. Yeah, but anyway, hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Jay says, you're lovely. Take care. Thank you so much. You too. Take care. Really enjoyed having you on stream. Thank you. But this is great to catch your stream again at last. Really enjoyed this game, and of course chatting to you too. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Punto. I really appreciate it. And it was lovely seeing you again too. It's like, it's like meeting an old friend. It's really great. So yeah, thank you again. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. And we'll continue on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.